Not to Be by Gertrude Cole. Every dramatic arts student must fulfill his quota of Shakespeare. I have decided to take on the role of learning Hamlet's famous lines from the third act, beginning with, "To be or not to be." That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing end them. Now, you should have seen the trouble I went through learning those lines. My mom, on one hand, told me to say them like this: "To be or nuts to be?" That is the question. Peter, take your fingers out of your mouth. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer. But Peter, what did I tell you? The slings and arrows of outrageous. What's the baby? She's falling down on the couch. Or to take arms against the baby, against a sea of troubles, and is that the Russell's bubble? Someone turn off the gas. My brother, who's a cheerleader, told me to say like this: 3 cheers for Shakespeare! 3 cheers for Shakespeare! To be or not to be! To be or not to be! That is the question! Yeah! Hip hip hooray! My older sister Lola told me to say like this: to be or not to be. That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer. Or to take arms against sea of troubles, and by opposing end them. My uncle Emerson, who's the leader of 14 different book clubs and 1 sewing circle, told me to say like this: "Here today I have a piece of classic literature passed down through the ages. I, Emerson Pennington, shall read it to you. Pay attention. Pay attention. To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer. The slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. Or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing, respectfully submitted, Emerson Pennington." Even the little girl from next door who wasn't too bright decided to join in. To be or not to be? That is the question. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. To be or not to be? That is the question. Little Jack Horner sat in the corner. To be or not to be? That's the question. Or to take on mommy. So I went to my cousin Prissy, who has taken 6 different dramatic art lessons. This was her. To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether it is noble in mind suffer, this means the note of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing. So I went to my good buddy Ralph. My good buddy Ralph. And he was like, nah, man, don't listen to them, bro. To be or not to be. To be or not to be. To be or not to be that. To be or not to be. To be or not to be that. That is a question word. But by that time, I was just like, to be or not to be that. Thank you.